not try to adjust your audio because I have an accent. Hello again. This is me, Alexis Colon Lopez. I want to take some of your time and with this presentation, discuss the impact of a cultural revolution in my life. First, let me tell you what I see as my personal culture. My current personal culture consists of military values, Puerto Rican traditions, and family. Now, let me give you 3 examples of my personal culture. Number 1, military values. I joined the Army right out of high school. So, my entire adult life, I have known only the military life. The values and traditions inherited from military service shape the person you will be for the rest of your life. Every aspect of military discipline, customs, and traditions become your culture. Number 2, our identity as Puerto Ricans. This is our greatest pride. Although we are American citizens, as much as some other Americans hate it, we like keeping our own identity. We celebrate our culture everywhere we go. We make parades. We dance to our music everywhere we hear it. We display our flag everywhere possible. And if you have ever been around a group of Puerto Ricans, you know we are noticed. And number 3, and most important one, family. Always comes first. In my culture, when actions are driven with the well-being of the family as a motivator, there are no limits to what we're willing to do for our family. There is no limit to the sacrifices we're willing to make as long as it is in our family's best interest. Now, I would like to talk to you about an event that caused a cultural revolution in my life. It had a major impact on myself and my family. It led to many changes in my life, the career path I had set for myself, my interests, and my beliefs. In 1993, while I was still in the 11th grade, I was well on my way to enjoying a scholarship toward a college degree in the industrial physics field. That same year, my then girlfriend, now wife of 24 plus years, and I got pregnant. Every plan both of us had for the future had to change. We were about to become a family a lot sooner than we had thought, and we needed to react because a baby was coming in the next few months. And as I mentioned earlier, family comes first, which meant everything I wanted for myself and everything my wife wanted for herself had to take a backseat to what was best for our little family. With the help of family, we were able to finish high school. But given the high crime rate in Puerto Rico at the time, I did not want to raise my son in that environment. Furthermore, without a degree, the hope of getting a job good enough to sustain and properly care for my family was slim to none. I knew about the military life because my dad and my uncles, they all were drafted during the Vietnam War era. So it wasn't hard to think about the military as a way of life and to provide for my family. So immediately after graduating high school in 1994, I joined the Army. Joining the Army, I was stripped of all my freedom. I can no longer speak my mind. My opinion didn't matter. I could not come and go as I pleased. I did not have my personal space. Somebody was going to tell me when to sleep, when to wake up, when to eat, when I can speak to my family, and which words exactly I was going to use when talking to others. The values that I grew up with did not matter anymore. I had to adopt a new set of values that were going to become my way of life. I immediately understood this was the way of the Army, and if I wanted to be successful for my family, I needed to live by this set of values. 99% of the population can ease from one culture to another. But in the Army, you change cultures overnight. When my family finally joined me at my first duty station, they too had to make adjustments because families are expected to behave inside military norms. Now, I could go on and on and on trying to explain military culture, but it is almost impossible to put into words. It is not what you see in movies, and unless you live it, you will never fully grasp why military culture is the way it is. And it goes beyond just discipline, which is what most people think the Army behaves the way it does. I spent 21 years in the Army. I remember at first comparing this new culture to my old Puerto Rican culture. After a while, I have adapted to the military culture in such a way that I no longer feel my actions and thought process driven by my Puerto Rican culture. It doesn't mean I had let go of my original culture. I conducted myself in a military professional manner every time it was required of me, and used every available opportunity to celebrate the culture that had brought me that far. Now that I'm retired, I get to return back to those values and traditions that I so enjoyed before I joined the Army. But all my actions, thoughts, and decisions are still driven by military values. For example, the urge to arrive earlier than the designated time. 5 minutes early means you are 10 minutes late. Cleanliness, tidiness, everything has a place. Uniformity, respect, disciplines. Things that have to be hard drilling to civilians when they come in the Army as new recruits are now second nature to me. So there you have it. It was a chain of events that led me to that moment, but joining the Army was the moment that marked a cultural revolution for me. Thank you so much to everyone that took a few minutes to listen to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. Good day.